Hi.
34M and my wife 19F got married about a year ago, and I learned that a lot of couples had inside jokes. So I started saying random fun little things to try and start one. Sometimes I would pop around the corner and say peekaboo, or sneak up behind her and go heller, but she didn't seem to really like those. I thought it was pretty funny if I do say so myself anyway. One day I said definitely instead of definitely when I was having my alone time. I thought to myself, wow, this is pretty great stuff. I gotta tell this to the wife. First time I said that to her, she actually laughed. Finally, I thought to myself, my very own inside joke with my Rose. I thought the way inside jokes worked where it never got old, so I could say it and get a laugh whenever I wanted. Sometimes I would throw the name Jeff even into other words that rhymed with it, like this one time in the morning I woke up and went downstairs into the fridge and got some food from our date to Long John Silver's 2 nights prior so my wife could have bed and breakfast. As I was going upstairs, I was going me up the steps in a silly deep voice, and then popped into the bedroom and went to her corner of the room and said, "Here's your Jeftovers." This time around, she wasn't so thrilled. Her eyes opened pretty fast, and she lets out a slight but deep sigh. "It's so early," she said. "What's even with this Jeff stuff? You and I don't even know anyone named Jeff." I say to her, "That isn't true. I knew a kid named Jeff in third grade back in 2000. It counts." She shrugged it off, albeit begrudgingly, but she didn't yell at me or anything. Now, earlier today at about 9 or 10 am, I was playing my favorite video game, and I hear her come through the front door after a shift at her job. She works 12-hour night shifts at a hospital. While I'm currently on an indefinite unpaid sabbatical, she walked into the living room and started bitching about trash being everywhere. It's only cans of Coke Zero. They're all empty. They might not all be standing upright. It isn't like they were full when they tipped over. She asked me if I had any intention in cleaning up this mess. That really wasn't even one at all, and I put him on a goofy smile. And in a silly loud voice, think Jar Jar Binks, I said, "Oh, definitely not Emilady." She looked at me with an expression I can't really depict or explain. She threw all of her nurse stuff on the ground, turned around and walked away while shakily muttering under her breath, "I can't do this. I just can't anymore. All he does is play Clash of Clans, eat candy, and say stupid shit." She then called up her friend, who she called Tony. I haven't heard of Tony before, but about a minute later she drove up to our house and picked my wife up in a nice brand new Mercedes with super tinted windows. I couldn't see through any of the windows at all. I thought she was just going to go out with a girlfriend to blow off some steam maybe, but about 29 minutes after she left, she texted me, causing me to find out that Tony is actually Tony. "I'm crushed and don't really feel so great right now. But at least I can listen to Insane Clown Posse on the speaker whenever I want, and I can keep my Four Locos in the main fridge now, so that's pretty sweet, I guess." I thought the old lady was my Rose, but it turns out she was the Thorns. Hopefully, one day I shall have an inside joke.